The machine lit up, $15,000 in minutes. He smiled and filmed the whole thing too, but something felt off. The wins looked too clean and the risk too safe. This is the dark truth about NG Slots' gambling career. You won't believe how well the truth is hidden. To millions, he's NG Slots. Real name, Narek Gharibyan, a former Armenian construction worker turned YouTube gambling star. His high-stakes slot videos, raw reactions, and real cash made him feel authentic. Fans rooted for him, living vicariously through his bold bets. But when a persona feels that real, it blurs the line between truth and illusion. And the deeper you look, the more cracks appear because behind every overnight success is a pattern few ever question. NG Slots uploaded his first video in 2017 using just a shaky camera, a few $100, and a dream. But by 2019, his channel had exploded with tens of thousands of subscribers turning into hundreds of thousands, all drawn in by something raw. He didn't polish his content, he filmed straight from the casino floor. Viewers watched him feed stacks of cash into machines, reacting with unfiltered joy, frustration, or disbelief. It felt honest with zero editing, no flashy graphics, just risk, emotion, and the hypnotic hum of spinning reels. He bet big very often, and it worked, so his videos started pulling millions of views. The casinos also took notice, and not just because of how much he played, but because of how many people watched him do it. And soon, NG wasn't just a gambler with a camera. Oh no, he was a marketing goldmine with a growing empire. When the cameras kept rolling, the money started flowing from elsewhere. To fans, it looked like NG was spending his own fortune, risking tens of thousands just for the sake of entertainment. But behind the scenes, a different machine was spinning. With millions of views per month, NG's ad revenue alone could bring in $20,000 to $50,000 depending on CPMs. Add in super chats, memberships, and sponsorships, and the monthly take skyrockets. But that's just the surface. In the hidden world of casino influencers, big players are courted with offers like free play, appearance fees, rev share deals, and affiliate kickbacks when viewers sign up and lose money. It's a closed-door ecosystem where authenticity can be quietly bought. Viewers believed they were watching someone risk his own savings. But many never asked why anyone would burn through $10,000 a night, every night for free. The truth? The real gamble wasn't at the slot machine, it was in the illusion he sold, one view at a time. But the deeper fans looked, the more the cracks began to show. As NG's fame grew, so did the whispers. Was he really gambling his own money? Or was it house-funded play made to look risky? Some pointed to machines that seemed unusually hot during streams. Others questioned the frequency of high-limit wins. Forums lit up with speculation about whether or not NG was getting paid to lose, or worse, to win. One longtime fan commented, "I used to trust him, but now it just doesn't feel authentic anymore." The most loyal viewers defended him, citing years of transparency, while others weren't so sure at this point. With no clear disclosures, the line between content and casino marketing began to blur. The man once praised for being real now stood at the center of something murkier. It was a world where the odds were known, the outcomes controlled, and the risk quite possibly manufactured. And in that gray zone, authenticity became the biggest bet of all. Hit subscribe, because the truth behind casino content is just getting started. And here's the thing, it wasn't just what he showed, it was what he didn't. Unlike smaller creators scraping together bankrolls, NG rarely showed crushing losses. His videos often ended in jackpots, bonus rounds, or dramatic wins that kept fans coming back. His real edge wasn't luck, it was influence, and NG had massive reach. And casinos knew, a big win on his channel didn't just entertain, it brought players through the doors, hopeful they'd hit the same. Some insiders believed casinos wanted him to win, subtly tipping the scales to make sessions look exciting. After all, no one shares a boring loss. The more NG won, the more viewers dreamed, and the more they dreamed, the more they played. And whether or not the spins were real, the psychological effect was powerful. Watching someone always win made gambling feel less like risk and more like destiny. In that illusion, the house did more than just winning. It marketed itself through him. When you follow the money trail, though, the illusion starts to crumble. Casinos aren't just gambling venues, they're entertainment machines. And when influencers like NG draw millions of eyes, casinos see opportunity. Free play, VIP comps, even behind-the-scenes rigging aren't just rumors, they're marketing tactics. And while NG never openly admits to these perks, insiders know the model is to make it look like real risk, and the crowd will follow. Legally, it's a gray area, and ethically, even grayer. NG may not be breaking any laws, but if the money isn't his, if the machines are tweaked, and if the wins are part of a brand deal, that means what the viewers are watching isn't gambling, it's actually a performance. And it isn't just about NG anymore, but about an industry built on perception. Entertainment gambling sells dreams, not truth. And the line between content creator and casino promoter, it's thinner than most fans realize. Because in this world, transparency is optional, and the house always knows how the story ends. But even the brightest spotlight can't hide the shadows forever. As NG's empire grew, so did the criticism. Longtime fans now openly began questioning the streaks of improbable wins and endless high-limit sessions. "It's starting to feel fake," one viewer commented. Others pointed out that real gamblers lose a lot, and those moments were nowhere to be seen. Engagement began shifting as critical comments surfaced. Reddit threads dissected his videos, timing bonus rounds and speculating on machine manipulation. Even smaller gambling creators started whispering doubts, careful enough not to burn bridges, but unable to stay silent. And through it all, NG remained mostly quiet. No full disclosures or direct acknowledgments, just more spins, more smiles, and more uploads. The lack of transparency didn't prove guilt, but it sure raised a question louder than any jackpot. Why not just tell the truth? For a man who built his brand on being real, silence was the loudest break in character yet. When the smoke clears, you have to ask what's left. NG Slots built a brand on risk, on walking into casinos with bricks of cash, spinning recklessly, and letting fate decide. In all honesty, if the risk was really staged, the losses buffered, and the wins carefully placed, it changes everything, meaning NG isn't just a player anymore, but a product. The danger? For millions of viewers chasing the same thrill, the danger isn't the game, it's the illusion. Because while they're risking rent money hoping to mirror his success, NG may be operating in a world where outcomes are softened, losses are sponsored, and jackpots serve as content, not survival. It's not about calling him a fraud, it's about recognizing the system that rewards influence over honesty. And if the biggest name in slots isn't playing with real stakes, then what does that say about everyone watching? In the end, the real gamble definitely isn't his. It might be yours. Because he might not be lying, but is he telling the whole truth? Let us know what you think.